Hi, Craig Howard here again this morning. Excuse me. I want to show you something. Do you know what this is? It's an oxymoron. Do you know what an oxymoron is? An oxymoron, no, it's not the guy living down the street. An oxymoron is two things that we put together that don't belong together. Nothing comes to mind right now. There's a whole bunch of good ones. Some people say U.S. intelligence or government intelligence is an oxymoron. But, excuse me, an oxymoron is when you put two things together that don't go together. On this $100 bill, it says, "In God we trust." And yet, you and I both know that for a lot of people, it's not God that's trusted in, it's Benjamin Franklin. It's the money. For a lot of people, their master or the thing that they worship, the thing that they trust in, is how much money they can earn and whether they can earn enough money to buy all the stuff that they want. And money quickly has become their master. They just have to accumulate more. They have to get more because they think that that's going to solve all their problems in life. Jesus had something to say about that, and it's a verse that everybody knows, but nobody lives by. It says in Matthew chapter 26, Matthew 6, this is part of the Sermon on the Mount, Matthew 6, verse 24, it says, "No one can serve two masters, for either you will hate one and love the other, or else you will be loyal to one and despise the other." I want to start by saying, I think part of the demise of Christianity in the United States and in Europe and in the Western world is largely because we've replaced God with a different master. Instead of worshiping God, instead of keeping God first place in our lives, instead of worshiping Him, we've begun to worship money. There are all kinds of TV shows on in the morning about financial investment, and people are looking for all sorts of different ways to invest money, and there's all sorts of investment vehicles out there, and people are looking for all sorts of ways to get credit. We have more people living on credit in this country than any place else in the world, and the Bible says you cannot serve. The next verse after it says you can't have two masters, it says in verse the next part of that verse says you cannot serve God and mammon. You can't serve two masters. You can't have God as your master and money as your master. And whether we're willing to admit it or not, much of the world has made money its master. We've become enslaved to it. It's like we've got to have it, and we got to have it so we can make more, so we can buy more stuff that we don't need. If you're like me, you've got stuff sitting around your house that you have bought and never used. I've got a brand new tree stand that I bought, I think 2 years ago, sitting out in my shed, still in the box. What's with that? Why did I buy something that I needed so little? Because I saw it and I wanted it. Now that didn't throw me into financial trouble, but there are a lot of people who the thing they worship in this world is how much money they can accumulate. It makes them look big, it makes them seem big, it makes them feel powerful, or they think in doing that it's going to make them happy. It doesn't. You can't serve God and money. You're either going to love one and hate the other, or you're going to be loyal to one and despise the other. A lot of people have come to despise God because He represents selflessness and giving and love. And they're all about self and accumulation and how much I can get for myself. I want you to think about that today as you go through your day and as you look at your ways that you're trying to earn money. Is that your master or is God? You think about it. In the meantime, I want to wish you a wonderful day. My time's gone already. I hope you have a great day today. I hope it's a day that's filled with blessing. And I'll see you tomorrow. God bless you.